Welcome to another vlog. Today we're going to explore Jachym and my food journey on Koh Samui. In Koh Samui, we learned that really important lesson in life, which is to truly enjoy each moment and to let ourselves just receive the abundance of life. So, hearing live music, being outside, having the sand under our feet, hearing the ocean behind us, this is an absolute gift that we were able to have here on Koh Samui. And yes, it's all about food this video. The fresh coconuts were absolutely delicious, and most importantly, every single thing that we ate, whether we liked it or not, whether it was new or not, we were completely open to it. So I think how we approach food is also similar to how we live life. When we were in Thailand, there were foods that were just way too spicy for us and weren't really our taste, but we still gave it a try. We still thought that it's important to try to adapt to the local culture, try to appreciate things, try to get to know things and not just take it for its face value. But then of course we can also get, a bit homesick and want a bit of food that is familiar to us. So this particular evening, Jachym actually wanted a burger, so we went out for sweet potato fries, a big hefty burger for him, and that's exactly what we needed. Sometimes you just need that, something that hits the spot. And other times it's just all about the food. This is one of our most favorite things to eat, which is a very a bit sour, very creamy soup. Usually it comes with chicken. And here it doesn't even matter where the heck we're eating. We're in this dingy, dirty little market where we get fresh vegetables from, and the kids of the vendors are playing. Sometimes it doesn't matter what the atmosphere is. Same thing as here, a night market. You just sit on plastic chairs and there's live music that frankly was often off tune, and they couldn't even hit the high notes, and the stands don't look that hygienic. But the experience is within the taste, within how you feel, who's making the food, what you taste. And so we're not very caught up in needing to go to fancy places, needing to go to, places that always feel comfortable. Even though, sometimes it is really nice to be able to have freshly made pasta or something that's really healthy, like the bowl that Jachym has here. It is familiar and it is nice to have, and we were completely spoiled in Koh Samui to be able to have something like that. But at the same time, we have to balance it out. So in a way, we weren't being picky what exactly we were eating, and we weren't also picky in the environment in which we were eating. Because sometimes if you're open to being in the flow of things, being in harmony with life, you'll find that there's food in night markets right next to a temple. Sometimes you'll find yourself having a picnic next to the ocean, and you just have to open up to doing things differently, and that's exactly what we did in Koh Samui. Sometimes we get food from the night market and just sit down somewhere with a nice view, with a sunset, and just enjoy. This is one of our favorites, which is mango with sticky rice, and it has crunchy rice kernels on top. and also lots of just delicious coconutty syrup. Jachym and I are just extreme foodies. We love to taste different things. We love to appreciate the different flavors. And when you're really open to receiving from the world, you notice that there is so much to receive. There are all these gifts all around you, but if you're stuck in your head, or you're just thinking about lots of stuff and the stuff worries you, then you don't get to let it in. So that was a big lesson in Koh Samui. And a very valuable story that I want to share with you is to show you how our spoken language doesn't matter as much as the true humanity that we all share. I'll give you a context of where I am and what I'm cooking here. So one day, I took Jachym and I to a vegan restaurant where they serve vegan Thai food. It's a buffet style where you go in and there are lots of different dishes that you get to try and have, and it was just absolutely delicious. We don't speak Thai, but it was so good, especially towards the end. The cook, her name is Payot, she came out and it was this creamy, rich, delicious, peanutty, sweet curry. I loved it so much that I asked for the name of it. It's called masamam, and it's actually what we're making here right now, as you can see. And I asked for someone to translate for me. Does Payut, the cook, does she teach any cooking lessons? And unfortunately, she doesn't. And I thought that was a shame because she cooks so many different Thai dishes, and I'm sure that, for a lot of foreigners, a lot of tourists, we do have a favorite, and it would be amazing to learn how to cook your favorite. So the answer is no, however, and I just kept having the food and being in the restaurant. And at some point later on, Payut asked another customer who was actually getting takeaway. She was talking to her and gesturing towards us, so I knew that something was up. And then that girl translated for us and said that Payut is willing to teach us a cooking lesson if we come one evening after the restaurant closes. So we were really surprised about that, and so we asked how much would that cost for the two of us. And Payut's answer was a surprise to us. She said Buddha wasn't rich, and there are more important things than money. Money's not that important anyways, so you just pay however much you like. And Jachym and I were really baffled because we just got to Thailand, we just got to Koh Samui, and from our experiences, there are definitely times where, as a tourist, you get ripped off, and we were not yet accustomed to the generosity of the local people on Koh Samui. We ended up receiving so many free things like bananas and durian and, just so many wonderful things from the local people. They were so kind and so generous, so we were just getting to know that. And so then we came, right here, to the porch of her restaurant, many of us barefoot. She taught us how to make masamam. We couldn't speak the same language, so she brought a friend over who actually teaches at the local culinary school, who would translate for us. But she opened up her restaurant after hours. She brought out this portable gas stove, and we stood here outside with the traffic and the honking right on the street next to us, and we made this beautiful dish together. And we so absolutely love Payut from this moment and even before, because she cooks with such love. You know that she's just giving and giving and giving herself, and it's so authentic and it's so natural to her. She's in her element. And we were able to share this experience with her. And so even though we didn't speak the same language, whenever we came back to the restaurant and I just so enjoyed eating her food, you know, when I would show my appreciation, she would just come over and just squeeze my arm, you know. And sometimes we don't need words to express how we feel. And sometimes you don't have to, you know, be from the same place to understand one another and to experience the gift of each person. And what was so special here in the evening, after we sat down to eat all this food that Peyut, you know, not only taught us but also cooked herself, is I asked her friend to translate for me whether Peyut is tired, because, you know, this is in the evening. We started, you know, this cooking class after 8 p.m. and I asked her if she's tired because she needed to prepare the lunch already in the morning. She had to get it all ready in the morning. And Peyut's answer is no, she's not tired. So that goes to show that, you know, even so many days of the week she needs to cook from the morning until the evening, but she's not tired because she just absolutely loves to do what she does. It's a joy for her to cook. And when I asked her where she learned to cook, she just said her mom. So, however, that's the most amazing dish that we have ever tasted, a Thai dish. It's so full of flavor, it's so complex, and it's incredible. So just to give you an idea, the vegetables are potatoes, carrots, there are some dried mushrooms, we're putting in some tamarind juice, which makes it a bit sour. There are peanuts inside, lots of, I'm not sure if it's coconut sugar or it's palm sugar, lots of coconut cream, incredible amounts of spices. There are, I think, maybe 20 to 30 ingredients. Textured tofu, textured soy protein tofu. Here goes the magical ingredient of the peanuts. It's an massamam unless there are peanuts inside. And it's absolutely delicious. So this is the dish, you know, and this was an experience that we cherished so much because we got to know Peyut. She opened up her restaurant to us. She showed us with heart. We had such fun, and we appreciate her living in her essence so much. And it's when people live in their authentic, you know, gift, when they live and create and do what they love, and it's not tiring, it's not exhausting to her. Even though there's so much work for her to do, she's not tired at the end of the day. And so while we were having this stir fry and also the massamam, she's just chatting with her friend in her restaurant, just like it's kind of like her living room kind of thing, right? And that's a joy. That's a joy of it all, because you can literally tell her work does not feel like work to her. So that's the story of us meeting Peyut, her wonderful vegan restaurant in Koh Samui, and just how grateful we are to both learn from her, to meet her, and to eat her food. And then we were here also, I think this place is called Vipassana. It's a yoga resort on Koh Samui, and they also have incredible food that's very healthy. They have the best raw vegan desserts, cakes that you just feel really good afterwards, because there's no refined sugar and all that kind of bad stuff for you. So Koh Samui gave to us a lot, both in nourishing us for its beauty and for its connections. And sometimes those connections start with food, and sometimes food is that expression of love and care and of one person's gifts. And to end this video, this is one of our favorite places. It's a vegan burger joint. Sometimes you just need that homey food that you crave. And it's served in these little bamboo shacks, which we love. It's so casual, it's so authentic, and it, shelters you from the sun, shelters you from the rain. It's breezy, it's open, and it really just encompasses the feeling, the spirit of Koh Samui, which is so relaxed. And it taught us the lesson to just enjoy, to slow down, to be, and to marry ourselves pretty much with nature. To just breathe the air, be out there, and enjoy. So this is the food vlog of Koh Samui, and I hope you enjoyed it.